This video is about how I missed my flight from Vietnam to Cambodia. I missed the flight unjustly. Kim said, are Ghanaians not welcomed into Cambodia? Are we not welcomed? They just made me miss the flight without any good explanations, any good reason whatsoever why. And I'm going to fight them unless they pay for a new flight for me. Cambodians are subjecting us to torture. Do you check that? That is for the immigration to check that, right?
No.
You check the flight in and out.
No. I will check for the custom in Phnom Penh.
You check for the custom?
Yeah, right.
But I think you are for Vietnam Airlines.
Custom in Phnom Penh required.
Guys, if you've enjoyed this video so far, please do me a huge favour and hit the like button and subscribe. These videos take quite a long time to make, so if you could help me out, I'll love you forever. Thank you all for your support. Now let's get back to this crazy story.
This is the first time that I had witnessed real racism from Vietnam to Cambodia. Like, this is the time I felt it in my bones, like my whole body. I had to suffer for it. So my journey from Vietnam to Cambodia, I'm just coming on holidays, and before this I had done a video which you will see the beginning. There is this myth that says that if you are black and you are traveling to Cambodia, you have to go through the land border, because they say that if you travel with a flight or using the airplane, they are not going to allow you entry because they have some strict requirement. And that's what a friend told me. So most people are being advised to fly to Ho Chi Minh, then pick a bus to Cambodia, and they say it's that easy. So that's what a friend told me. He said that fly to Ho Chi Minh, then pick a bus to Cambodia. Is that easy? Get your visa for Ho Chi Minh, you just fill a form and that's all.
Ho Chi Minh from Ho Chi Minh to Cambodia, if a bus, it's just our 5 hours or 4 hours. No way to. But for bus and for flight, you could do airport almost in science and for rough. And for land port or for bus. Location I'm remember Ho Chi Minh on that same place on mobile stations no work trial ticket.
I want to still use the flight. I just want to see what will happen, because if I already have my visa, this is not visa on arrival, this is visa sticker I got from Hanoi from paying $150, and I have my flight ticket in and out paid for, and I have my hotel booked already, and I have my $500. I don't see the reason why I shouldn't be allowed entry into Cambodia. I really don't see. Despite the fact that Cambodia has been one of the countries for visa run for blacks in Vietnam, I don't think that should be the reason. Maybe there's something I don't know. So guys, you join me on this trip as I go to find out about these issues, but plus a whole lot of issues I've heard about Cambodia. I've heard that Cambodia, you can get lost. I recently also chanced on this from India in Cambodia. They said that first batch of 60 Indian nationals rescued by Indian embassy in Cambodia from fraudulent employers returned home. And I've also heard something about a whole lot of stuffs about Cambodia I've heard. Guys, join me on this great adventure. Let's go and uncover all of these things to see if they are really myth. If they are myth, we bust them. If they are not myth and they are reality, then I get lost, I don't return again, then it's going to be a goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's go get it. So guys, this is the Terminal 1. You need to take note. Anytime you come here, this is Terminal 1. I'm looking for the departure hall, and my flight has been rescheduled forward. Like, I was supposed to depart at 11, but it's been 10, 12. But it's been brought to 11, giving me some few minutes. Before you go to any country, there are visa requirements. You need to meet them. And to come to Cambodia, there are 3 ways of coming. You can come on visa on arrival. There's another one. But I chose to go to their consulate and paid $150 to get the visa before I even embark on the journey. I could have opted for visa on arrival where I'll pay just $40. But I didn't want them to subject me to any form of scrutiny and then later on tell me they won't give me. So I decided to go to the embassy to get the visa. Now, when I joined the line, or when so first of all, the flight I was using was Vietnam Airlines. The flight was scheduled at 12 p.m. So I planned to leave at 10. Was it 10 or 9? 10, yes. Just at 9, I received an email that my flight has been rescheduled to 11 a.m., meaning to be departing at 11 a.m. That meant that I need to get there an hour earlier. I got there, I entered the queue for check-in, as if everything was all right, like everything was fine. I mean, people were checked. The moment I got there, and I gave my passport and my details to the lady. So I took a video. The lady started checking, you know, carefully. I don't have a problem with that. Now, after checking, she told me she needed to consult her superior. I was like, for what? Have you checked the visa? Have you checked my hotel booking? Have you checked? And she told me, oh no, no, I should wait. There is no problem. The lady was very hospitable. I even took a video of her, so I met her superior. And that was where it all started. I stood there for close to 2 hours, 2 solid hours, standing on my feet. So I had arrived there at 10 p.m. Yes, I got at 10 p.m. It started checking. Where is your passport? Where's your visa? This is my passport. This is my visa. This is my visa. Started scanning, checking. Where is your hotel booking? Where is your money? So I asked him, I think those things will be checked by immigration. You are just Vietnam Airlines. You check for your ticket and then we get there. And he was like, no, they're asking him to do those things here. The immigration of Cambodia. So the one I got there, so that they can decide whether to allow me enter or not. I said, okay, fine. I gave my document out, like everything he needed. Now, he practically had to screenshot everything and having a WhatsApp chat with the, I'm sure it was a Cambodian embassy. They were calling, they were chatting, you know. He took a snapshot of my visa, of all my visas, all the visas in my passport, all of them. He snapshot all of them, sent it, and he taken correspond WhatsApp. Then he later asked, they want to see how much cash I have. I told him I have $500 on me, but I have money on my ATM card. I gave him my statement. I even let him check my last bank balance on my phone, to the fact that he was convinced that I had money on me. I had enough money to take care of me. He checked my visa. He checked my TLC, my work permit. Now, by the time this guy was through, so I told you that they had rescheduled the time from 12 to 11 a.m. We were left with 10 minutes to departure time. And that was when I reminded him that, boss, the flight departs at 11. The flight departs at 11. And he was telling me, I have no response. I don't have any response. I was like, so what happens if I miss the flight? Because you are not telling me anything. You are not tell me what you want and let me give to you. If I can't give, then you tell me you couldn't give this, so go. But you've checked everything I've given to you, and you are still keeping me here, and the flight is departing at 11, and I'm still here, and you're not telling me anything I'm standing here for. Then he calmed me down. He asked me to calm down. So the other guy told me that, the other immigration guy told me that, yeah, I shouldn't worry. Because if they don't do all these checks, I'll get to Cambodia and they will return me. Like, they won't allow me to enter. So the immigration want them to do this. And so I shouldn't worry. And that I'm not the only person. I'm not the only African. That I am in the list of some special countries. And he showed me the list. I saw Ghana, I saw Nigeria, I saw Pakistani, I saw India, I saw... These are the countries I could recall. But we were about 10 or 15 countries. And that was, he didn't stop there. He went further and showed me proof that I wasn't the first person that they were doing this to. So he has sent me chats of their correspondence with the Cambodian embassy where people display their cash. And then they take pictures, they display their passport, they take pictures, their visas, they take pictures. Like, he showed them to me. He showed them to me. So I watched it. He was just scrolling. It was a tall list. Meaning that these guys have been subjecting Africans to this torture. I'm not the first person, and I don't think I'm going to be the last. So in all, I stood there for 2 hours of this guy going back up and down, going up and down. Then I told him, okay, so finally I missed the flight. So I told the boss, if I miss the flight, what are you going to do? Are you going to buy me a new ticket? He said, wait me. He went up and down, now was going up and I had to wait for him. I was now tired of standing. So I told him I'm going to sit. If he's free, you should let me know. I went and then sat down. Then he came and told me that, okay, he hasn't received authorization, but he has checked everything. Everything is accurate. So he's going to allow me go. But when I reach Cambodia, when I reach Ho Chi Minh, I'm going to meet their Vietnam Airlines, something, and they will check. So they didn't stamp me. They are just giving me a pathway to go, but they didn't stamp me because they were not sure. Then now it was left with the ticket because I'd lost the ticket. I told the boss, you have to pay for the ticket. You need to buy me a new ticket. And the guy was trying to. I said, boss, no, boss, you can't swerve this. You can't. Don't try to swerve this. You intentionally made me miss the flight because I reminded you even 10 minutes to depart. I missed my flight. Now I'll have to struggle with them to get me another flight because they made me miss my flight. I had reminded you, and so I need you to take full control. I need you to. Let's not argue about this. No, let's not. I had to go back and forth with this guy, and this guy was trying. I just. But eventually we agreed and he got me a new ticket. Yeah, so after a long battle here and there, he's finally gotten me some other flight tickets. So instead of 11, I'll now be flying at 1 p.m. which was now supposed to depart at 1 instead of 11. So I had to wait for 2 hours to instead of 11, now depart at 1 p.m. So hopefully I waited, I sat there, and then I got so confused, tired. But then the flight came and we went. So when we departed from Vietnam to Ho Chi Minh, we got to Ho Chi Minh. So the flight at Ho Chi Minh, so I got to Ho Chi Minh at I think 3:11. And the flight departing for Cambodia was supposed to leave at 3:11. We got there at 3:45. Yes, we got there at 3:45. So I was late for 30 minutes. I don't know if I was late or the flight was late. So when I got there, what I saw was that the flight was waiting for me. I was like, really? So this was the point I had to move. So when I got there, the guy did well. Despite that embarrassment he caused me and that racist attitude, he was able to organize, like, you know, from Ho Chi Minh to, he was able to organize things strategically. So once I got there and I showed them the flight and the yellow receipt he gave me, they'll be like, okay, let's go, okay, follow me. So I was following this man all along. So I'm the last person left and I have to walk very fast because I think they are even waiting because of me. The guy was just now opening ways for me, opening doors for me. And from Vietnam, Hanoi, when you land at Ho Chi Minh, you have to move from the domestic airport to Terminal 2, which I don't know, I think it's International Airport. That's about 200 kilometers walk. I had to walk all that long, very, very long. But I was just fortunate that anybody who saw me at this juncture knew that I was the last person left for the flight. So they were just go, oh, go, hurry up, hurry up. So immigration, the guy led me through immigration. This time, I think they didn't disturb me. They were just, they checked and then stamped in, and I went on board. I was the last person left. That was when I entered the flight. And I got the flight, you know, flew. And even in the flight, the lady recognized me and gave me another yellow card for Cambodia. I said, okay, no yawa. I got to Cambodia. Welcome to Cambodia. Cambodia. At around, we go to Cambodia at around, I think 5. Yes, at around 5. Yeah. Oh no, 4 something. Some few minutes to 5. I went to Cambodia immigration. I thought like we had sorted this thing out. He had been sending messages to them before they finally allowed me. But unfortunately, they subjected me to the same thing that was done to me in Hanoi. The exact same thing. So now I met the Cambodian authorities, the immigration and police. They were all there. Anybody that saw me came to me. In fact, I was also in the queue when they called me out of the queue. Yes, when they called me, you know, the skin is different. So the skin stands out. They called me, so I came. He asked me what I was doing. I told him, oh yes, I'm a teacher in Vietnam. I was coming for holidays. He asked me, are you coming for visa run? I said, no, I'm coming for just holidays. Okay, how many days are you going to spend? I said, I was going to spend just 3 days. Then he checked my visa. This man checked my visa he checked my visa. They have something they use. Then he asked for my hotel booking. I gave him my hotel booking. Before that, he checked my ticket too. Checked my ticket, checked the return ticket, checked my hotel booking. And this guy started calling Vietnam Airlines again. He had, you know, I didn't understand, but he was speaking Cambodian or their language. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Close to another 2 hours. About 5 Cambodian immigration guys came in, went back, another one came, went back, another one, and all of them just came and like, hello, what's your name? What are you doing here? How long are you going to stay? And then check and then verify and then go. Another one walk. Like, what is happening? So I asked the man severally, what do you want, sir? Or are Ghanaians not allowed to enter Cambodia? You know, he said, no, I'm doing my job. I'm like, but everything is going. I stood there and counted close to 50 people entered and went. Came, just filled their form and left. Oh, God of mercy. Now they checked my money. I showed him I had $500 on me, physical dollars. I counted. He made me count it. Then he asked me, do I have enough money? I said, yes. Okay. On my ATM. He took me to the ATM card to go and confirm. So I slotted my ATM and he saw the amount I had. So we went to the ATM and he saw the amount I had, then converted it from Vietnamese dons to dollars. And he was convinced with that. But that didn't end it. The story didn't end there. I still stood there and stood there. He asked me to pose for him to take me a picture. I posed for him to take me a picture. Now he asked me the work I do. I told him I was a teacher. He requested if I could show him some document. I told him, no, I can't say you show document. He wanted proof. So I had to find videos on my phone, show to him. And he even recorded those videos. Recorded those videos, took pictures, took extra pictures. And he was still not satisfied. I still had to now go into my bag and show him something, some document, work permit, something for him to know that I was a teacher indeed. I showed. As if that wasn't enough. These guys now made me sit down after going through all of this, checking, Because I'm thinking that the usual procedure, if you are not like you check the person's requirement, if the person meets the requirement, like I have the visa, I have my return ticket, in and out, I have my my what do we call it? I have my booking, hotel booking. Then maybe you want to check the money that I'm going to spend in the country. You check that one too. You verify the visa, and if you want to verify my personality, who I am. Maybe you can request, that one is normal. Oh, I'm a teacher. Okay, what shoes? Okay, this is my tea house, my work permit. Okay, and we are done. That shouldn't take like 10 minutes to check on confirm this. But these guys, about 5 immigration officers came checking the same thing again, and then finally the boss came. The boss came. I think he was the 6th or the 7th person. And he came and asked me the exact same thing they have asked me. He came and checked the exact same things all 5 immigration officers have been checking. He came and verified the exact same thing all 5 immigration officers have verified. He came and asked me the exact same questions. Money, visa, what are you doing here? What do you, like the same exact thing that others have already verified. Before he asked me to go. Telling him I was going to stay for 3 days. Then they gave me a form to fill, and then they attached the form into my passport. Yeah, they attached the form into my passport. So I asked him, sir, are Ghanaians not welcomed into Cambodia? Are we not welcomed? And he told me the exact same thing I've been hearing all the time, that we are in the list of special countries. I have to, so are we not allowed to come to Cambodia? If we are not allowed, publish it so that we don't come at all. But for us to come and for you to subject us to this torture is inhumane. And he asked me not to, he told me he's sorry, and that we're in a list of special country, and that they met with the Thailand and the Vietnamese embassy, and they said that that is how they are going to verify things with us. So I was asking, is that what is going to be happening since, like, henceforth from now onwards? Like, if you are going, they will just 5 immigration officers will come and be checking and checking and checking and cross checking, and but it looks like I was now getting him infuriated, so I had to stop and then leave. Before I went to the immigration, and they checked and they stamped and they did fingerprint and blah 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 blah. And I left. So guys, my honest opinion is that Cambodia immigration, well, I don't want to say that. I can boldly say that they are being racist about black people and the so-called countries. And I forgot some, that wasn't all. I had also seen a certain Pakistani lady who was being subjected to the same thing I was being subjected to. So we were 2. I came to meet the lady, and the lady sat there. I even left there before the lady. So I feel if these guys will not allow us into their country, they should just let us go rather than subject us to this torture, because this is torture and inhumane. There are bad people everywhere. They are bad Cambodians, they are bad Vietnamese, they are bad Ghanaians, they are bad Nigerians. They are bad people everywhere. They are bad people everywhere, bad Americans. But the most important thing is that you cross-check the document and verify them. That shouldn't take you like more than 20 minutes to do this verification. So after you've done this, you need to let the person go. You understand? Because I don't want to talk much. But guys, that was it. So I wanted to verify this thing. That was what I wanted to verify from the beginning. I did in my video. You can watch the beginning of my video. I said this, and it was the exact same thing. Cambodians are subjecting us to torture. And that is what I witnessed here. It was more than what I heard before even coming. Guys, don't forget to share the video. Let this video reach a number of people so they can make a decision. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the video, and hit the notification bell so you can get any further updates. My name is Kenya Branti. It's a wrap for now. But I mean, despite everything, I was able to reach Cambodia successfully, and I'm currently in my hotel. I'll later make a video about the hotel, so that if you come here, it's affordable but very nice hotel. You can also, I mean, enjoy this place. It's a wrap for today.